when we're living in the diaspora, a lot of our culture is just given to us, but not really understood, right? It's either forced upon us by our parents, maybe random shlokas that we learn here and there, and told to memorize. But we never really make it intuitive for ourselves and understand it. And I think part of that reason is because the foundation of concepts in the West is very different than in India. And this can like make sense in like a linguistic sense. So what I mean by that is, for example, we use some words like sadgati, for example. What does sadgati mean, right? Sadgati means attaining some sort of liberation or attaining some sort of moksha of the sort. So, but if you place it in like a Western sense, it completely loses its true meaning because we don't have those concepts. We don't have those underlying concepts. But if you use it in sort of like a dharmic sense, it's like a whole different world of meaning, right? So that's sort of the difficulty of living in the diaspora is you don't have that same web of connections. You don't have that fundamental knowledge for a lot of your culture to make sense. The language you use determines, I mean, I studied neuroscience, so I like study this stuff a lot. So the language you use and like the words you use actually determine how you perceive life and how you perceive reality. So it's actually very different. Um, and again, like going back to the question where you're talking about the learning curve to going into film, these are all the very subtleties that we had to learn in order to showcase our vision beautifully and in order to make sure it makes the most cultural, linguistic, and humanitarian academic sense, per se. Like we had to learn all these subtleties, make sure we're subtle with the way we use language. And that's just one field, right?